still working on the construction of the complete plan, the true shape and the end elevation of a truncated solid. And right now we have a truncated cylindrical object as we have it here. So looking at the dimensions that we have here, the diameter of the circular surface, okay, as we see it here in the front elevation after this part has been cut off by this cutting plane TT. So we have diameter to be 40 millimeters, and the distance of this center line of the circle from this end is 36 millimeter. The length of the cylindrical object is 100 millimeters. Okay, then the cutting plane TT as we have here, so we need to put the angle. So the angle is 45 degrees as we see it here. So we are going to replicate what we see here, and then we go on and produce the complete plan and also the true shape and then the end elevation. Let's go and see how this can be done. So what we are to do first is to draw a horizontal center line. So I'm going to produce a horizontal center line here like this. I'll produce a horizontal center line as we have it here right now. Then I'm going to draw a vertical center line. We also draw a vertical center line here. So vertical center line at this point. So here we have a vertical center line here like this. Okay, here we have a vertical center line. Then we are going to take a measurement of 20 millimeters, which is half of the diameter of the circle that we see in the plan. So we take 20 millimeters here. So this is 20 millimeters. We have this to 20 millimeters. So then we put the pinpoint of the compass here at the point of intersection of the two center lines. Then we draw a circle like this. So here we have this circle. Okay, so we have the circle like this. Now this circle now we are going to divide it into 12 equal parts. We divide to 12 equal parts with the set square. So I can divide it into 12 equal parts like this. Okay, we have this point, and then we also have this point like this. Okay, we have this, and then I'm going to turn it this way, and then I will draw a line in this direction from here to here, and also draw a line. So through this point it goes like this. Okay, so we have this like this. Okay, all right, then next thing that we are going to do is that I'm going to draw a line. So from this point here I'll draw a horizontal line. So draw a horizontal line in this direction, okay, like this, and then I'll come up here and also draw a horizontal line from this point in this direction. So we have this now. So from the center, as we see in the given view, okay, so I'm going to take a measurement of 30 millimeters from here to this side. So this is from this point here, we have this to be 30 millimeters from here. This is 30 millimeters. So at this point we are going to draw a vertical line. Before that, I'm going to take a measurement of 100 millimeters at once, because the length of the cylindrical object is 100 millimeters. So that's 100. So at this point we are going to draw a vertical line from here, and the vertical line goes up. So the vertical line goes up like this. So it goes up like this. Okay, so we have this, and then we also come here. So we draw a vertical line, it goes up like this. All right, so having done that, the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to this center line. If you look at the cutting plane, so look at the cutting plane. So looking at what we have here, so this cutting plane, it goes up to this point here. It goes up to this point. Okay, it goes up to this point. So if diameter of the circle is 40, it means that distance from here to here is 40, and distance from here to here is 40, because it's a cylindrical object. Okay, so that means we are to come up here. So we come up a bit, and then we draw a horizontal line from here to here, and then we are going to take a measurement of 40 millimeters from this point, 40 millimeters from this point up. So here we have this to be 40 millimeters, and then we draw a horizontal line up here again. So draw a horizontal line from here to here. So we have this. Then the cutting plane, okay, so then we need to divide it to two equal parts. The two equal part, that is 20 millimeters, and then we draw a horizontal center line here. So we draw a horizontal center line, so through this point, so it goes like this. All right, so we have this now. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to transfer this line. So I will take it up so that we can draw the cutting plane. So it touches this line at this point. So and that is what we have here. So this line that goes up, it touches the center line here, and that's where we are going to draw the cutting plane through. So with 45 degrees set square. So for the cutting plane, we have the cutting plane like this, okay, at 45 degree to the horizontal. So this is the cutting plane as we have it here. So this is the cutting plane. So this is cutting plane TT. So I write T here, and I also write T here. So we have the cutting plane. All right. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is that we are going to line up this. So this part is cut off. So we are going to make this line from here to here. So we make it a thick line from here to here. Okay. And also we also make this thick line from here to here. Okay, we have this, and then I'll also make this a thick line from this point. Okay, from this point here, I'll make it a thick line to this end. Okay, then also make this a thick line from here to this end here. So we have this. Then we'll make this line also a thick line from here down. Okay, then also make this a thick line from here to here. All right, so having done this, the next thing that we are going to do is that we need to number this point. We need to number this point because I'm going to project them. I need to have them here. So we are going to number this point. I call this point, I will call it point 0. This is point 0, and this point here I will call it. So this point is point 1. This point is point 2. This is point 3. So this point is point 4. This is 5 here. Here we have 6. And this is 7. This is 8. 8. Then we have this to be 9. This is 10, and then we have 11 here. So having done that, the next thing that we are going to do, we are supposed to produce hatching lines on this surface at once, but I don't want to do that now because we want to use to produce the true shape around here. So what we are to do now is that we are going to draw a vertical line from this point here, from this point 0. So the vertical line will touch this point, okay? So it just goes up like this. We have this, and then we come to this point. This point is for 1 and 11. So we draw a vertical line like this, touching this cutting plane. And then we come to this point. This point is for 2 and 10. So we draw a vertical line like this. And then we come to this point, which is for 4 and 8. We have already done that of 3 and 9. So then we come to this point, which is for 5 and 7. So draw a vertical line like this. And for 6, so it will touch this point here. For 6, it touches this point. So we have this now. Okay, so now, so we can now, let's hash this surface. Let's hash this surface, or let's leave it, because we are still going to make use of it to produce the true shape around here. Okay, so let's leave it. We'll come back and hash it later, because what I mean by hashing is that by the time we cut the cutting plane, cut this object, we take this off, we are going to see a rough surface here, which has to be shown in the plan. So this is a cylindrical object. So we are going to see a circle around this surface, and that is circle that we have produced here. Okay, but that circle that we have here, so we are going to this is not going to be the real shape. So the real shape is what we want to produce here, which we call the true shape. So if you look at other videos that are made on the on this work, so you will see what I did here, the difference between what you see in the plan and what the true shape looks like. So please take your time and listen to what my explanation in those videos. All right, so next thing that we are going to do is that since the cutting plane is at 45 degrees to the horizontal, okay, so we are going to draw a line from this point, 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 and that line will be at a right angle to the cutting plane. Okay, so we use 45 degrees for this. We are going to make use of 45 degrees set square to produce the lines on each of these points, because 45 plus 45 will give us 90. Okay, so let's take note of that. So please listen to the explanation that I made on each part of this work in the previous videos that I made on this work. Now, so with 45 degrees set square, we come to this point here. This point is for 0.6. So we are going to draw a line in this direction, so draw a line in this direction, come to this point. This point is for 5 and 7, so draw a line in this direction. So coming up here, so we also draw a line in this direction for 4 and 8. Okay, then we also draw a line in this direction for this. This is supposed to be a center line, sharp. Okay, and then so at this point here, we also draw a line at this point, and we come to this point also, we draw a line in this direction. Then at this point, we draw a line in this direction. So we have this now. Then we move away a little bit, and draw a center line here. So we draw a center line like this. So it goes like this. Okay, so we have the center line. Okay, so looking at what we have here, follow this. I don't want to number this because the points are somehow close. So this is 0. So if I go like this is point 0. So I'm going to write 0 here. So this is point 0. Okay, then this along this is point 6. So here we put 6 here. All right, so then the next thing that we are going to do is that to locate other points. Okay, so we need to take a compass for 111. This is the midpoint. This is the midpoint, the middle point here. Okay, so for this center line, so the midpoint is what is here for 1 and 11. Take this distance with your compass. You can use from that midpoint to 11 or to 1. So you just take any one of them. Then bring it to this line 111 here. So we have it here. Then make an arc here. Okay. Then we also make an arc here. Okay. So this is point 1. Okay. And this is point 11. Let's take note of that. And look at it. So this distance 111 is also the same as 757. So what I just need to do, this is 957. I'll put it here and do the same thing. So making an arc here, and then I'll also make an arc here. So at this point, this is point 5, okay, and this is point 7. So just follow me. The next is what? Is 210. So from the midpoint here, I extend it to 10. So this is point 10. So here is point 10. So I will follow this line. This is what? This is line is for 210. So I put it at the middle here, okay? Then make an arc here and make an arc here. So this is point 2 and this is point 10, okay? Then with the same radius, we also have it for 48. So this is 48 here. So come to this point, make an arc here for, and then make an arc here. Okay, so this is what? This is 4 and this is 8. So let's take note of that. So next is for 3, 9. So put at this center here. Okay, we have 3 and 9 on this center line. So take this distance from what? From the center to point 9. So put it here. This is for 3, 9. So put it at this point and then make an arc here and then you make an arc here. So this is point 3. Okay, and this is point 9. So we have this now. So what we are going to do now is to join this point together with the use of a French curve to bring out the true shape of this object. Okay, as I'm doing it here. It's very, very simple. You can see it. Okay. All right. So I'm dotting the point so that we can see it clearly when we are to join them together. Okay. So with my French curve, okay, I'll take my French curve and I will come to this point. So I think I can make use of this. Okay. So making use of this to join. Okay, to join these 2 points together. So I can join these 2 points together like this. Okay, so then I will also join these 2 points together. So we must produce a smooth shape. Okay, so very smooth shape. So that's what I'm trying to do here. And then on this part here, so I can set my French curve like this and then joining this point together. Okay, then so joining this together, so I can join this together. So from here, so this goes like this. Okay, so we have this now. So then on this side, so I set like this. Okay, so let me bring this. So run these 2 points together like this. Alright, so we have this now. So then I'm going to set the French curve like this. So send the French curve, this, and then I'll join this point together like this. Okay, so then here I go like this, so I can join this point together smoothly with the French curve. Alright, so we have this now. So then what we are going to do, so we are going to hash this surface. So we can't use 45 degrees centigrade square because the cutting plane is at 45, this also at 45. To avoid the line being parallel to any of them, so we make use of 60 degrees centigrade square to produce the action lines on this. So, and that is what I am doing here right now. So we are producing the action lines on this surface, okay, which we call the true shape. All right, um, so as I've said in previous videos, when it's come to the making of action lines on the cut surface, we make use of 45 degrees square most times, but sometimes we make use of 30 or 60. Okay, so let's take note of that. All right, so next thing that we are going to do is to produce the end elevation. We are now looking at it in this direction. So what will be the shape of the end elevation? So let's see how it goes. So we need to, let's do it. So let's do it, okay. So we are going to extend this line. So we extend this line to this side, and then we come to this point, which is for what? This point is for 4, 2, and 4. So draw this horizontal line to this side, and then for 3 and 5. So draw the horizontal line to this side, and then this line is a center line. So we extend it forward as a center line, and then we come to this point, which is for what? Which is for, so that center line is for 0 and 6. Then this point is for what? Is for 7. So 7 and 11. So draw this horizontal line. And then this point is for what? Is for 8 and 10. So draw this horizontal line. And then for 9, so extend the horizontal line to this side. So then I will come here. So all these points that we have here, we are going to draw them. So first of all, so draw this line from this point to this side, and then so this point here, I'm going to draw the horizontal line here, and then I'll come here and draw a horizontal line at this point. So the center, I have to extend the center line to this side like this. Okay, we have this. Then I'll come to this point, draw a horizontal line in this direction. So coming to this point, I will draw a horizontal line, and then I'll come to this point and draw this horizontal line like this. Then with 45 degrees square, so being set like this, okay, because these views are produced in first angle projection. So I'm going to draw a line. So coming to this point on the front elevation, so I'm going to draw a line in this direction. So the line goes like this. We have the line like this. Okay, so then the next thing that I'm going to do is that from each point where this line touches each of this horizontal line, I'm going to draw a vertical line. So we come to this point here. So we draw a vertical line like this. So it goes up like this. So this point, we also draw a vertical line. And then we come to this point. So we draw a vertical line here. So at this point here, I will draw a vertical center line. Okay, we have this. Okay, then this point, I will draw a vertical line. And this point here, I will draw a vertical line. And here, lastly, I draw a vertical line. Okay, so then the next thing that we are going to do, let's look at what we have here. So if you look at what we have here for 0, so 6 and 0, 6 and 0, so 6 and 0. So what do we have? So if I follow this line, so where do we have what? Where do we have 0? We have 0 up here. So this point here is 0. So here I have 0, and we have 6 here. This point here is 0.6. So here we have 6. Then next we have what? Let's go. So we have what? We have 1. Okay, we have 1 and 11. I want to take it like this. So 1 and 11 for 1. So we go like this. Okay, so we come up like this in this line. So where do we have 1? Where do we have 1 here? So 1 is along this path. So we have 1 here. So 1 is at this point. Just let me show you. So this is 1. So here we have 1 here. Okay, this is 1. And this point will be for 2. So if you follow the numbering that I have here, this is for 2. And then this is for 3. Okay. Then this point is for 4. Okay. This point is for 5. Okay. This point is for 6. And this point is for 7. So this point is for 8. This point is for 9. This point is for 10. And this is point 11. Okay. So that's, if you look at what we have here, it forms a circle. I know, or I knew that it would be a circle But I don't want you to think that another shape might have been created, maybe something similar to this, because of this distance that we have here. What we are going to see on this end is a circle. I know, but it is better as we produce it like this, so that we can we can have a rest of mind. Okay, that's what I do. So if you look at it, it's a circle. It's a circle. Okay, so if I'm to join it together with the compass, it may not really work. Okay, but let me use the French curve to produce the circle. So let me use it. Okay, so we draw this line, this curve like this, and then this curve. So also, so I'm looking at it how we are going to join it together. Even okay, so just manage to do it, even if the shape is not really smooth. Okay, so don't worry, but it's a circle. It's a circle. Looking at what I see there, it's a circle that will give us a circle. All right, so we are joining the point together, one to 2 by 2. Okay, all right, so we also join this, and then so we have this. But mind you, so this is a circle. Okay, so what we have to do now, because when we are looking at in this direction, we take this off, so we are going to see a rough surface here. So we need to draw action lines here on this surface. Okay, we need to draw action lines on this surface, and that is what I am doing here right now. So we are producing the action lines on this surface. Okay, all right, so there we go. Okay, so we have completed it. So here also, as I said, here in the plan, so we have to complete it. This is not complete yet, because the roughness that we have here, that we have shown here, has to be shown also in the plan. So within this circle, I'm going to draw the action lines with 45-degree set square, as I'm doing it here. So we have this. All right, so here we have the complete plan. Okay, we have the complete plan. Okay, so I'm supposed to write here. So this is a true shape. So true shape. So here we have true shape here. So this is true shape of the cut surface. So we have this. All right, so that's it. Is it? Okay, so we are done with this work. It's very simple. You can see it. All you have to do is to practice and practice this, become a master at this work. Thank you, and God bless you.